Nityananda. Jai Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jai Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Mama Jnana Timirandasya Jana. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ananda Lila, Maya Vigrahaya, He Mata Divya Chavisundara. Tasmat Mahaprema Rasa Pradaya, Sri Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Sri Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. So despite the explanation of Sarup Damodar, Bhagavan Acharya requested, please hear the drama once. If you hear it, you can consider whether it's good or bad. So whichever drama or poem somebody writes, Sarup Damodar has to approve. Why? Before going to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Why you have to approve? Okay, can you all hear me now?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Why any poem or drama which is written by anybody has to be approved by Sarup Damodar before going to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
There is no offense to the rasas. No,
yeah, no rasabas. Yes, Madam. So there is no rasabas, like there is no mixing of tranquil rasas because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cannot tolerate it. So that's why. Okay. For 2 or 3 days, Bhagavan Acharya continuously asked Sarup Damodar Goswami to hear the poetry. Now, Bhagavan Acharya has written a poetry and he's like, Sarup Damodar, please hear it so that it can be heard in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because of his repeated request, Sarup Damodar Goswami wanted to hear the poetry written by the Brahmana from Bengal. Sarup Damodar Goswami sat down with other devotees to hear the poetry. Then the poet began to read the introductory verse. The Supreme Personality Godhead has assumed a golden complexion and has become the soul of the body named Lord Jagannath, whose blooming lotus eyes are widely expanded. Thus, he has appeared in Jagannath Puri and brought dull matter to light. May that Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Deva bestow all good fortune upon you. When everyone present heard the verse, they all commended the poet. But Sarup Damodar Goswami requested him, kindly explain this verse. The poet said, Lord Jagannath, this most beautiful body, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is exceptionally grave, is the owner of the body. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared here in Nilachala, Jagannath Puri, to spiritualize the entire dull material world. Hearing this, everyone present was greatly happy, but Sarup Damodar, who was alone, was very unhappy, began to speak in great anger. You are a fool, he said. You have brought ill fortune upon yourself, for you have no knowledge of the existence of the two lords, Jagannath Deva and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, nor have you faith in them. Lord Jagannath is completely spiritual, full of transcendental bliss, but you have compared him to a dull, destructive body composed of inert external energy of the Lord. You have calculated Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personal Godhead, full in 6 opulence, to be on the level of an ordinary living being. Instead of knowing him as a supreme fire, you have accepted him as a spark. Sarup Damodar continued, because you have committed an offense to Lord Jagannath and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you will attain a hellish destination. You do not know how to describe the absolute truth, but nevertheless, you have tried to do so. Therefore, you must be condemned. You are in complete illusion, for you have distinguished between the body and the soul of his lordships, Lord Jagannath or Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's a great offense. At no time is there a distinction between the body and the soul of the Supreme Personality God. For us, yes, we have our body and soul different, but for the Lord, he is Sachidananda Vigraha. His personal identity and his body are made up of blissful spiritual energy. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana, who is the cause of all cause. There is no distinction between them. There is no distinction between the body and the soul of the Supreme Personality Godhead at any time. Deha Dehi Vibhago Ayam Nishvara Vidyate Kochit. So there is no difference for the Lord. O my Lord, I do not see a form superior to your present form of eternal bliss and knowledge. In your impersonal Brahman effulgence in the spiritual sky, there is no occasional change and no deterioration of internal potency. I surrender unto you because whereas I am proud of my material body and senses, your Lordship is a cause of cosmic manifestation, yet you are untouched by matter. But that poet, what did he do? He started differentiating the soul and the body of the Lord, which Sarup Damodar did like. Whereas Krishna, the absolute truth, the personality Godhead, is full of transcendent bliss, possesses all 6 spiritual opulences in full. Now, when you say all the 6 opulences, you should say in full. What are the 6 opulences of the Lord? Of Bhagavan. Yes, Manasi.
All beauty, all riches, all fame, all wealth, all strength, and all renunciation.
Very good. So we have to add the word all. No, not everyone, or full. Should I have all or full? He's full in everything, right? Purna, he's complete. And he's the master of the material energy, the small conditioned soul who is always unhappy, is a servant of the material energy. So Krishna is full in all his opulences. Om Purnamata Purnamitam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Visheshyate. Krishna is complete or full in all the opulences. And whatever Krishna creates is also complete. And even after creation, Krishna still remains complete. That's the fullness of Krishna. And what are we? We are just the servant of the Lord. Jivera Swarupai Krishna Nityadas. The Supreme Personal Godhead, the Supreme Control, is always full of transcendent bliss and is accompanied by his potency known as Hladini and Samvit. Right? Radha, Krishna, Pranayam, Prakriti, Hladini Shakti Rasma. That's the Hladini of pleasure potency. The conditioned soul, however, is always covered by ignorance and embraced by the threefold miseries of life. Thus, he is a treasure house of all kind of tribulation. So, everybody knows the threefold miseries of life. What are they?
आध्यात्मिक, आदि भौतिक, आदि दैविक.
Yeah. Adhyatmic pertaining to the body and the mind, Adi Baudik from the other living entity, Adi Devik from the natural calamities, right? From the nature. So, hearing this explanation, all the members of the assembly were struck with wonder. So, Damodar Goswami has spoken the real truth, they admitted. The Brahmana from Bengal has committed an offense by wrongly describing Lord Jagannath and Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When the Bengali poet heard this chastisement from Sarup Damodar Goswami, he was ashamed, fearful, and astonished. Indeed, being little like a duck in the society of white swans, he could not say anything. Seeing the poet's unhappiness, Sarup Damodar Goswami, who was naturally very kind-hearted, advised him so that he could derive some benefit. If you want to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, he said, you must approach a self-realized Vaishnava and hear from him. Jao Bhagavat pado Vaishnava rastane. Ekanta ashray karo Chaitanya charane. Chaitanyera bhaktakada nityakara sangha. Tadabi Janiya Siddhanta Samudra Taranga. This is that verse. You must approach a self-realized Vaishnava and hear from him. Jao Bhagavat pado Vaishnava rastane. You have to hear and learn Bhagavatam from a Vaishnava, from a self-realized soul. Then only we'll be able to understand. And you have to take complete shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Eganda Ashray Karo Chaitanya Charane. Then what should we do? Sarup Damodar continued. Associate regularly with the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanyera Bhaktakana Nityakara Sangha. You have to associate with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's devotees, Sadhu Sangha. Then only you will understand the waves of ocean of devotional service. Tadabi Janiya Siddhanta Samudra Taranka. So this is what for all of us. No? So what should we do? Bhagavata Pada Vaishnavarastani. You have to go and learn Bhagavatam from a self-realized Lord like Srila Prabhupada. No, just hear Prabhupada's lecture, just read Prabhupada's book, you'll be able to understand, especially his purpose. Then Ekanta Ashrayakara Chaitanya Sharana. You have to Ekanta, just one surrender to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's needed. And the next sloka says, Chaitanyera Bhaktagana Nityakara Sangha. You have to associate with the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's bhaktas or the devotees, and Tabeda Janiya Siddhanta Samudra Taranga. Then you can know the ocean of transcendental devotional service. Otherwise, it's not easy to understand. So, this is the advice what Sarup Damodar Goswami gave to the Bengali poet. That is for all of us. We have to learn Bhagavatam from a self-realized soul and complete take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by chanting the Panchatattva mantra and the Hare Krishna mantra. You have to associate regularly with devotees. No, that's what daily Nityam Bhagavata Sevya every day. Come and hear along with the associates of devotees, association, and then you will be able to understand devotional service. Only if you follow the principles of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees will your learning be successful. Then you'll be able to write about the transcendental pastimes of Krishna without material contamination. You've composed this introductory verse to your great satisfaction, but the meaning you have expressed is contaminated by offense to both Lord Jagannath and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You have written something irregular, not knowing the regulative principles, but the goddess of learning, Saraswati, had used your words to offer a praise to the Supreme Lord. Sometimes demons and even Lord Indra, the king of heaven, chastised Krishna, but Mother Saraswati, taking advantage of your words, offered prayers to Lord. Lord Indra said, this Krishna, who is an ordinary. So what does is, sometimes people criticize Krishna, like Jarasandha, like even Indra. So what happens? Mother Saraswati will play a trick in the tongue, and instead of blasphemy, it becomes glorification of the Lord. So that's what happened here. Now Lord Indra said, this Krishna, who's an ordinary human being, is talkative, childish, impudent, ignorant, although he thinks himself very learned. The cowherdman in Vrindavan have offended me by accepting him. This has not been greatly appreciated by me. So which pastime is Indra talking about? Put in the chat, which pastime is this? Where Indra try to criticize Krishna. Yeah. So how when Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill pastime? Very good. Yes. That was the pastime happening here. Now Lord Indra is saying that Krishna is talkative, childish, impudent, ignorant. We'll see that verse. Vachalam bhalisham stabdam Atnyam pandidam maninam Krishnam martyam upashatyam gopame chakrurapim Vachalam bhalisham stabdam. So Indra is saying that this boy is talkative, childish, impudent, ignorant. He thinks he is learned. Indra, the king of heaven, being too proud of his heavenly opulence, became like a madman. This bereft of his intelligence, he could not restrain himself from speaking nonsensical about Krishna. Thus Indra thought, I have properly chastised Krishna and defamed him. But Saraswati, the goddess of learning, took this opportunity to offer prayers to Krishna. The word Vachala. Now Saraswati Devi is twisting the words. Vachala means talkative, but instead Saraswati Devi did something. The word Vachala is used to refer to a person who can speak according to Vedic authority. From the Vedic authority, that's important. Chala. Okay, so Saraswati Devi made it like that. Indra meant that Krishna is just a talkative, but the Saraswati Devi, because she's a devotee of the Lord, made it like a person who talks from Vedic authority. And Balisha means actually innocent. But what Indra meant is just a small boy like that. So Balisha, mature. But then here Balisha also means innocent. Krishna spoke the Vedic knowledge, yet he is always present himself as prideless, innocent boy. When there is no one else to receive obeisances, one may be called anamra, or one who offer obeisances to no one. This is the meaning of stabda. And because no one is found to be more learned than Krishna, he may be called Ajna, indicating that nothing is unknown to him. The word Pantidamani can be used to indicate that Krishna is honored even by learned scholars. Nevertheless, because of affection of his devotees, Krishna appears like an ordinary human being and may therefore called as Martya. Right? Krishna is not just a Martya, but Krishna appears like an ordinary human being to do his pastime, so he is called as Martya. The demon Jarasandha also criticized Krishna in the same way. Who's Jarasandha? Does anyone know what pastimes happened with Jarasandha? Who's Jarasandha? And who defeated him? And what happened? How did Krishna show it? Yes, Manasi.
Yes, Mataji. He's the father-in-law of Kamsa.
Yes. And then who killed him? And what was the boon he had? Jarasandha. You know?
He had the boon that if the person will cut him into two pieces and keep him in the same side, so that facing each other, so he will join back.
Why like that?
Yes, Mataji. When he was born by a yagya. So sorry, not by a yagya. So there was a king. So he had no children with his two wives. So he went to a rishi. Then that soup to make his wives drink it, and then the baby will be born. So he said that you have to make the soup drink, make that soup. One wife should only drink that soup, not to both the wives. But the king did make both the wives drink it because he loved both of them equally. So half babies were born by both the wives, and then they were thrown outside because they were not full. And the demoness named Jara, then she joined them both by her magic and presented it to the king.
Yes.
And he said that this baby, if it's cutted into equal size and it is facing each other, so it will join back.
Yeah. That was Jarasandha. So then what happened? Bhima, when Bhima was fighting Jarasandha, how many times he tried to break Jarasandha because he was half born, and how many times he tried to break him, he still rejoined. And because the Jara that she made that join, it became Jarasandha. And then nobody know the history of how Jarasandha was born. So that's a boon about him. But how much ever time Bhima tried to kill him, it was not possible. And finally what Krishna did, Krishna looked at Bhima and he took a straw. He took just a straw or a leaf, and then he tore into two pieces and showed like this. No? Instead of throwing it together, they will join back. Jarasandha will join back. Instead, just cut him into two pieces and throw him opposite side. It should be opposite side. If you say in the same side, then they will join again. But opposite side, they can't join. So he just showed it. And Jarasandha saw this. Jarasandha was so angry at Krishna. Krishna, you cheated me. Why? Krishna is trying to protect Bhima. He protects his devotees. And after all, Jarasandha is just a demon. No, so why Krishna had to protect his devotees? So Krishna showed that way. And in the presence of Krishna, if Jarasandha died, Jarasandha will get moksha. No, he don't know that. Demons don't know. But then Krishna was favoring that. So Krishna gave a clue to Bhima, and Jarasandha was so unhappy seeing Krishna. And then Jarasandha called him Purushadha, Purusho Adhama. Purusha Adhama means the lowest among mankind. Purusha Adhama. And also he called Bandhuhana. So Purusha Adhama, because Krishna behaved in a wrong way according to Jarasandha. Jarasandha is like, why did Krishna give a clue to Bhima? He would have never defeated me. But since Krishna gave a clue, he is Purusha Adhama. Purusha Adhama means what? The lowest among mankind. But Mother Saraswati took it as Purushottama, best among the Purusha. So the demon Jarasandha was chastised Krishna, saying that you are lowest among human beings, that is Purusha Adhama. I shall not fight with you, for you have killed your own relatives. And Mother Saraswati took the Purusha Adhama to mean as Purushottama, he who all men are subordinate. Purusha Uttama, like, right, the best among men. And nascence of Maya may be called as Bandhu. So actually Bandhuhana, he also called the one who killed relatives, because Krishna killed Kamsa, right, his own uncle. So Jarasandha is like, you are Bandhuhani, or you killed your own relative. But who is our actually real relative? How much of a janma we take, Maya Devi always comes with us. Maya is our relative. Before coming to Krishna consciousness, we were like best friends with Maya. You know, we are all living with Maya. So Maya is also our relative. Every janma, 24 lakh species of life we took, Maya is coming with us. So Krishna is the one who takes away Maya. Mameva pravatyante Maya yedam tarantite. So Maya is a Bandhu and Krishna is Bandhuhana, in the sense Krishna takes away Maya. This Saraswati Devi did it. But Krishna, Jarasandha didn't mean it. So nascence of Maya may be called as Bandhu because she entangled everyone in the material world. Therefore, by using the word Bandhuhan, Mother Saraswati says that Lord Krishna is the vanquisher of Maya. It's not the one who killed his relatives. So you understood? Purusha Adhama became Purushottama, and Bandhuhan became the one who takes away Maya. So this is how Mother Saraswati plays in the tongue of Jarasandha. But then she twisted the words and she started glorifying the Lord. A similar example is given by Haridas Thakur when the Mohammedan says, hey, Haram, Haram. You know, they said like, hey Ram, and then Lord takes it and give them liberation. So that's it. So Shishupal also blasphemed Krishna in the same way. So, you know, we saw these examples now. So here it is said that, how Indra criticized Krishna as Vachala and Balisha and all, and how Jarasandha criticized. Now Shishupal also blasphemed Krishna in this way. But the goddess of learning Saraswati offered her prayers to Krishna even by her these words. In this way, although your verse is blaspheming according to your meaning, Mother Saraswati have taken advantage of it to offer prayers to the Lord. Therefore, there is no difference between Lord Jagannath and Krishna. But here, Lord Jagannath is fixed as the absolute person appearing in the wood. Therefore, he does not move. So he actually meant what? The Lord doesn't move, or the body is different from the soul. But even Mother Saraswati took in such a way that Jagannath is Daru Brahman. He appears in the wood and does not move. He always stays there. But there is no difference between Lord Jagannath and Krishna. Say Krishna, say Gaura, say Jagannath. All three are same. The bhav is different. This Lord Jagannath and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although appearing as two, are one because they are both Krishna and who's alone one. But what is the difference in the mood of Jagannath, Lord Jagannath and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? What's the difference in the mode? In which mode is Jagannath, which mode is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Yes? Jagannath is Krishna in Vipralamba Bhav, in separation from whom?
Radha.
And what about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
He is Krishna in Radharani's mood.
Radha is separation of Krishna.
Radharani in separation of Krishna. Good. Yes. Okay, so that's the difference. So Jagannath is Krishna in separation from Radharani or the Vrajavasis. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mood is about Radharani in separation from Krishna. You understood? So that's the Vipralamba Bhav here. So they both are same, but then the mood is different. The supreme desire to deliver the entire world meets in two of them, and for that reason also they are one and the same. So both of them have Patita Pavan. They both don't take offense. They have come to deliver us. To deliver all the materially contaminated people of the world, that same Krishna has descended in the moving form of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? Same Krishna. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya. He is the most Patita Pavan. Patita Pavana Tuma Avatara. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Daya Karo More, Tumu Bina Ke Dayalu Jagat Samsare. Right? So that's what we pray every day. That Krishna is so mercifully come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he's combined form of Radharani. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. By visiting Lord Jagannath, one is freed from material existence, but not all men of all countries can come or be admitted here to Jagannath Puri, right? Not everyone is allowed to enter, but for that the Lord comes out for Radha Yatra. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, however, moves from one country to another personally by his representative. Thus, he is the moving Brahman, delivers all the people in the world. So one is Daru Brahman, one is a stable Brahman, that's Jagannath, and moving Brahman is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who moves everywhere to give mercy. Thus, I have explained the meaning intended by Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning. It's your great fortune that you have described Lord Jagannath and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in that way. Sometimes it so happens that one who wants to chastise Krishna utters the holy name, and thus the holy name becomes the cause of liberation. Like when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, it was the Purnima and the eclipse, and everyone started chanting Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, and took bath in the Ganges. Even the Mohammedans were like, see, why are they chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Rama? Sometimes they criticize, sometimes they want to chastise Krishna. Even Kamsa and Shishupal was always Krishna conscious, but not in a favoring way. Always they were chanting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna did that, Krishna did this, instead of chastising. But still, it's cause for liberation. Upon hearing this proper explanation by Swarup Damodar Goswami, the Bengali poet fell down at the feet of all the devotees and took shelter of them with a straw in his mouth. Thereupon all the devotees accepted his association. Explaining his humble behavior, they introduced him to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. By the mercy of the devotees of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that poet from Bengal gave up all other activities and stayed with them at Jagannath Puri. Who can explain the mercy of the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So through Vaishnav mercy, that's Vaishnav Kripa, is required to reach the Lord. I have thus described a narration concerning Pradyumna Miśra and how, following the orders of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he listened to discourse about Krishna spoken by Rāmānanda. Within the narration, I have explained the glorious characteristics of Sri Rāmānanda, through whom Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally described the limits of ecstatic love for Krishna. Prabhupada says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never discussed about ecstatic behavior with anybody except Rāmānanda. You can see with Sarva Matacharya, Prakashananda Saraswati, with everyone, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had philosophical talks. But with Rāmānanda, because he is Vishaka Saki or Arjuna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had the discussion with all this ecstatic love for Krishna. In course of the narration, I also told about the drama by the poet from Bengal. Although he was ignorant, because of his faith and humility, he nevertheless obtained the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The pastime of Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are the essence of nectar. From the stream of one of his pastimes flow hundreds and thousands of branches. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Lila Amritera Sara Eka Lila Pravahe Vahe Sadashada Dara. Anyone who reads and hears these pastimes with faith and love can understand the truth about devotional service, devotees, and transcendental mellows of the pastimes of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the Shruti Phala. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunatha, always desiring their mercy, I Krishnadasa narrates Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita following in their footsteps. Yeah. So we should understand the truth about devotional service, the devotees. So even if we criticize Krishna, even if we chastise Krishna, but Krishna, Mother Saraswati turns your word in such a way. Even the story of how Digvijay Pandit of Keshav Kashmiri came, and there's nowhere Keshav Kashmiri could have told about Bhavani Bhartiya, that 100 verses he chanted about Mother Ganges. But then just because it's Mahaprabhu who's Krishna standing in front, that Mother Saraswati could not make her devotee Digvijay Pandit win. So finally he lost. So that's how it happened. So tomorrow we'll see meeting of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Raghunath Das Goswami. So this Raghunath Das Goswami, we know how he skipped Nityananda Prabhu and tried to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he keeps running and coming, and that Pani Hatti Chitadahi festival happened. So after that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finally meets Raghunath Das Goswami. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Any questions, comments to add? Oh, so by the way, we have our soft opening of the temple on April 23rd. So 22nd is the Radha Yatra. So please do come and dance with devotees. Then just imagine, we are reading Radha Yatra where the Lord has been pulled. We are pulling the Lord in our heart of Vrindavan. So it's a very nice opportunity to come. Please do come. And Prabhu have made all the arrangements. There's different packages, and you can get the links from the admins. And please do come, do arrangement to come. It's going to be a nice function, and all devotees can associate. You can see our temple almost done. Okay, Hare Krishna. So, okay, I think we can end here. No questions. Hare Krishna, everyone. Yes. Okay, I hope all of you have got your copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Please start reading. Read the purpose, that's very important. Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Will there be a live telecast so that if we are unable to come for the soft opening, we can see it in our home?
I don't know. Prabhu might arrange, yeah.
Okay.
Might be there.
It's okay, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
But you will miss all the fun at home. Anyway, so because Radha Yatra was very important for us. Yes. What's your query? Shweta Mataji? You can unmute. Where are you? Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you for the wonderful class. Mataji, I want to buy that Adi Lila book. So the website isn't, it says we have to purchase full volume, is it? All the three, all the 7.
If you buy Adi Lila, who will buy Madhya Lila and Antya Lila? So it will be like
Acha. So we have to purchase the full volume together.
Yeah, the full sets. Before Bhagavatam and all, first canto only was available on sale. But then what happened? Everyone got first canto, and the rest of the cantos were like just like that lying. So first canto is just one lotus feet of Krishna. Like similarly, Adi Lila, Madhya Lila, and Antya Lila is Krishna himself, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So you need to have the whole Lord with you. So the whole book set is on sale, Mataji. We won't get only Adi Lila and like that. We don't give like that. So it's a set. You can purchase the set.
Mataji, I just needed one comment. Like I have been I'm just a neophyte devotee. Just little bit I have read on Bhagavatam. Through I have the cantos. So Mataji, it is very beautiful. How is it that Charitanya Charitamrita to read? I have not read it. Achha.
we can't compare the scriptures, Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita, everything
Yeah,
is
yeah,
Krishna.
yeah.
But then most Gita, it's the Prema Lila and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Audarya Lila. So yes, Srila Prabhupada only have translated it. So you read Chaitanya Charitamrita includes Bhagavatam, includes Bhagavad Gita also. Prabhupada quotes Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada also quotes Bhagavatam in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's a PhD study. So it's like a sugar candy, so much nectar. Yeah, it's so nice to read even Chaitanya Charitamrita. You can read. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Vanchakalpatarubhasya. Yes, Hema Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. The Chaitanya Charitamrita which we are reading, that was the original version was in Bengali, which has been translated into English by
Yeah, it's Bengali. Bengali and Prabhupada translated to English, and we have the word-to-word meaning and the translation and the purport. Yes.
And what first copy was being taken from the Jagannath by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Who was
Yeah,
that
Bhakti Vinod
Brahman?
Thakur
Who was that Brahman who was having?
That I don't know. But yes, Bhakti Vinod Thakur got the first copy of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yes.
Thank
I
you.
don't know who that was.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Vanchakalpatarubhasya.
And Mataji, one more thing. The
Yes.
dragging, never I attended that drag ceremony. So when Rath Yatra, that will be taken from old temple to new temple. Whole journey means on the
The
roadway.
whole journey is like too long. So Prabhu is planning like might be from Suratkal, somewhere close by. From here to there, it's like a long distance. So it's not
How much
possible
kilometer for the Shobha Yatra? Like half or one?
I'm not sure, but then I don't know how is the distance, but then it will be little bit, but not so much, not from here, from Old Temple. Then it's too long. So Prabhu is planning somewhere and near to the temple.
At entrance.
Not
where-
entrance, somewhere from the road only, from the main road, from at least some two junctions, so that devotees should come to know about the temple and they all get a chance to pull the Lord.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। कोटि वैष्णव की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, चैतन्य चैतन्य